was human caused.
And Kyler Diggs joins us now. The good news is the winds have calmed down.
Yes, they have, and the temperatures are going up, and the dew points have come up just a little bit too. But right now, the wind speeds, well, they're not looking too bad out there. Actually below 5 miles an hour, sustained wind speeds in most cases. And we saw some gusts higher than that earlier this afternoon, but fortunately, all this wind is going away. The dew points are recovering just slightly, but they are still really low. So make sure you are careful with any flammable materials because we've still got high fire danger around here, and that's going to continue right on through the weekend and into next week. 74 was our high today, 41 the overnight low, 74 is the average high. We finally made it back to average numbers today. But will it continue? We'll let you know in the forecast.
Kyler, thank you. With technology, it's easy to keep an eye on your home while you're away. That's what happened to one Glendale man, but this story is going to make you cringe. New at 6, ABC 15's Zach Renshaw explains the unexpected twist in this burglary story.
My phone started going off like I was getting text messages.
James Kirkpatrick was in Chicago, but his phone alerts were from his Glendale home security system.
And they were intruders. First video I saw was they were going into my master bedroom.
2 women rummaging, going room to room looking for valuables.
They go in there and take laptops and computers. That's my office.
They also stole guns.
My wife's jewelry, my watches, my father's watches. I couldn't believe it that my house is being violated. I'm being robbed. What do I do? I'm 2,000 miles away.
James, a Vietnam vet who just had surgery on his nose for skin cancer, called Glendale police, who came in guns blazing.
They had anticipated finding suspects here.
Once they cleared the rooms, police kept searching.
They went to some of my neighbors and had warned them to stay inside.
Here's why that live video was so important. James actually texted it to the officers while they were still at the complex. And that's when they noticed they'd seen those clothes before.
They were in the videos.
And they didn't change.
They're still in the same clothes.
According to police, the burglars were Tracy McMillan and Barbara Valenzuela.
The police had said there were several panels that were missing.
Tracy is James's next door neighbor and has been for 17 years.
Pretty devastating. It's hard to say the emotions, seeing somebody that is your neighbor that you've known for years walking through your house.
James said police recovered most of his stolen stuff, but there's one thing he's worried he'll never get back.
I don't think I'll ever feel secure again.
Now, James told me both of the female suspects were released from jail before he even made it back from Chicago. He hasn't spoken to his neighbors since, though, but says he does plan to see him again in court. In Glendale, Zach Crenshaw, ABC 15, Arizona.
You know, you feel violated when a stranger comes into your home and then it's your neighbor. Very sad.
Very, very sad.
It's the story of an amazing story of a 4-year-old from Sahuaro.
Yeah, we're going to introduce you to this person in a moment, this young man, the tragic reality he is facing at such a young age as well. That's next on KGUN 9 on your side. Holidays are meant to be a happy time.
But for some, they can be difficult. Tonight, we want to introduce you to the community that's helping one little boy fighting for his life. The Sahuaro community is coming together, all for one very special 4-year-old boy.
What we're doing is trying to bring some joy to the family.
Marcus Cook goes by Junior. The happy boy is losing a deadly fight. Junior was diagnosed with brain cancer last year.
Sadly, they got news about 6 months ago that the scans were not what they wanted, and the doctors basically told them there's nothing else they can do.
And that's why the Rancher community is celebrating the holidays a little earlier this year, combined with Junior's 5th birthday on December 15th. They're putting up Christmas lights and decorations outside and inside Junior's home.
He, tugged at my heartstrings, and hopefully he'll be happy for the Christmas. Sorry, I won't choke up. I'm just hoping that he'll have a really good, rest of the time that he has here on Earth.
Anything I can bring out to help out the family, I'm more than willing to do it. I just want to make this as special as possible for Marcus.
Even Rural Metro Fire pitched in to make Christmas come early.
we wanted to reach out and do whatever we can to help him out as far as setting up Christmas lights, just doing anything to make his life a little bit better and to help him out before his time.
What a wonderful community. There is a fundraiser for the family. If you'd like to donate or just read more about Junior's story, just head to our website, kgun9.com.
Yeah, what a tough fight and what a tough fighter.
This is a tough story.
Yeah, it is. Kyler Diggs standing by. You know, we felt like it was almost holiday time up until today when it finally warmed up.
Yeah, we got off to another windy start today, but it turned out to be a pretty nice afternoon. It's still 66 degrees in Tucson. We've got some more nice weather on the way.
Also coming up, a night of milestones at McHale. Hear from Sean Miller on turning 50. You're watching KGUN 9 on your side.
Now, KGUN 9 on your side. First warning weather. Brought to you by Casino del Sol, the soul of Tucson.
So check out the morning lows this morning that were recorded. It got plenty cold in most locations, especially Douglas, 22 degrees, and that's a new record for the date. The old record low was 23 degrees back in 1985. Went all the way down to 19 degrees in Show Low, 41 in Tucson. And high temperatures this afternoon look like this. 58 degrees in Wilcox, 65 in Safford, 74 in Tucson, and 76 degrees in Phoenix. And right now it's still pretty comfortable in a lot of areas. 66 in Tucson, 57 in Nogales, 55 in Douglas, and 68 degrees in Yuma. Overnight tonight, we will see just a few high clouds roll into our skies. Other than that, it's going to be a pretty quiet night and a lot less wind, with overnight lows dipping into the 40s. Right now across the southwest, we're looking at 42 degrees in Albuquerque and 67 degrees in Las Vegas, 72 in Palm Springs. So definitely the desert locations have warmed up a little bit today, and I think we're going to take that trend right on into the weekend. Highs across the nation today, well, they weren't very high to our east. 54 degrees in New Orleans, 37 in Louisville, 35 in Chicago, all because of a big storm system that's moving out over the northeast that brought a lot of snow to Pennsylvania today. State College reporting about 10 inches of snow, and this is all moving into New England, and this is going to cause some probably pretty major delays for airlines over the next 24 to 36 hours. So we'll be watching that. We're also watching a few high clouds drifting in from the southwest, but pretty quiet weather pattern for us. Look at the snow that has already fallen because of this storm system over the last 48 hours. A stretch all the way from central Missouri through St. Louis all the way into Ohio, and in some cases we have seen about a foot of snow, and that will continue to move off to the northeast, but nothing like that for us. We will continue to see some pretty chilly temperatures across Cochise County tonight. 28 degrees in Bowie, 29 in Douglas. To the south of Tucson, 40 degrees in Green Valley. And going to the west, we'll see overnight lows dropping into the lower 40s around the metro area, upper 30s to right around 40 degrees. And then tomorrow, it starts to warm up just a little bit more, with highs returning back into the 60s across Cochise County, 71 in Tubac, and to the west of Tucson, 74 in 3 Points and Sells, and around the metro area, 72 in Corona de Tucson, 70 in Benson, and still a little bit cool there in Summerhaven with a high of 45 degrees. Through the next 7 days, we will see highs pretty stable in the lower 70s. It looks like a good day for El Tour de Tucson on Saturday. Light winds, too, for the bike ride, and we'll take that pattern all the way into Thanksgiving. Jason Barr is standing by with a look at sports.
All right, thank you, Kyler. 50, 50, and 250. Arizona basketball won its 50th straight non-conference home game last night. They did so just before Sean Miller's 50th birthday, and it was his 250th win at Arizona. Miller and the Wildcats defeated Texas El Paso 79-46. They're off to a 3-0 start this year, but haven't exactly played NCAA tournament teams. That's going to change next week. But first, here's Miller on his 250th win at Arizona.
In my time in Arizona, we've had unreal support of our basketball program. We've also had some great coaches, staffs. We have a really good staff right now. And, you know, first and foremost is our players. I mean, we've had a great run of not only terrific, talented players, but great kids as well.
And Miller heard happy birthdays from the crowd, and he will celebrate his 50th on Friday by traveling to Hawaii, not for a Saturday, that is, not for a vacation, but for the Invitational, in which the Wildcats will play 3 games in 3 days, beginning with Iowa State.
I appreciate everybody wishing me a happy birthday. It kind of caught me off guard because, one, it isn't my birthday.